Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about some big changes coming to Modern Warfare multiplayer again from the Gamer Revolution source over at Infinity Ward, and also some information from the PC beta files. You guys know the beta files were data mined, and that's leaking a bunch of the code, which is revealing the future plans of Modern Warfare. That's more about what DLC we're going to be seeing, what types of DLC, how the seasons are going to work, etc. And then from the Gamer Revolution's leak over at Infinity Ward, we're getting more of the insider leaks about, potential map remix that we're going to be talking about within this video, and a bunch of other really cool stuff that we haven't really seen before. So let's get straight into it here. First, I want to go through a better explained version that the Game Revolution revealed about leveling up. This is about what exactly they're changing with prestiging, because you guys know there's absolutely no prestiging within the game. It's a whole new season. So pretty much how it works is that they have seasons for a certain period of time, just like Black Ops 4 had the certain DLC seasons. It's the same thing with this game, but this time you level up from 1 to 55 standard without the season. So whenever you get the game, you have to level up to 55. Now once you get to 55 and you're during, let's say, the first winter season or the fall season this year, you could rank up past level 55 into level 56 and beyond. And we're not so sure exactly where that ends and where they're gonna cap it off yet. Maybe it'll be, season 1 rank 1000 or something like that, and that'll be the cap off. We're not so sure yet, but pretty much that will be until the end of the season. And then once that season ends, all your levels will reset, but it'll go back to 55. So you won't go back to level 1, you'll go back to 55. So pretty much at the end of every season, you're not resetting all of your weapons, you're not resetting all of your work, you're more just resetting your progress that you actually had during that specific season. Now, obviously, throughout the season, there are going to be tons of challenges. There are over 100 challenges for the season, and once you complete those challenges, and the challenges will probably be normal stuff like do different things with the gun, go for headshots, play different modes, and maybe they'll be more intricate and complicated. But what happens is you complete those challenges, you get XP modifiers and different rewards like that for the duration of the season. You get different ribbons and emblems that you can show off that say you completed these certain challenges, and most importantly, hopefully there is a way to show off how much of each season you completed, because at least right now, obviously, you're only leveling up 1 through 55, and then every season you reset all of those levels. There needs to be some sort of icon, some sort of indicator, something in your in-game lobby that shows that, okay, for season 1, the first season of Modern Warfare, you got to level 1000, or you completed the whole season, you completed every challenge within that season. There needs to be some sort of way to track that. There needs to be emblems for you to show off in the lobby, like season 1 mastery, where you completed every single thing you could possibly complete within season 1 of Modern Warfare, and you get this really sick emblem card that you can use, because obviously there aren't going to be any prestige icons. So how are you going to be able to show off and sort of have this status symbol like you would have in the past that you did all of this hard work within the game? Because that's very important to people, because then for people, what's the point in grinding these seasons if there's no reward besides for the challenges? But you complete the challenges, you level up more, and then the levels reset anyway. So there needs to be some sort of reward that you actually get for leveling up throughout these seasons. It looks like most of the grinding within this game will be transferred over to weapons, and I do like this idea. I mean, the seasons idea is very cool. Hopefully, again, like I said, they have all that stuff, but with weapons, the leaks are saying that we're going to have 80 plus weapon levels to grind through for each of these weapons, and it'll vary, and the leaks will confirm different stuff, and we'll see exactly how it is within this game. But at least for now, the most part, it seems like they're transferring over the grinding factor to the weapons, and hopefully that works out well. Maybe it's you have to grind a ton of time, and then in the end you'll get sort of that final dark matter camo. But if that's the case, and if these weapons have 80 levels for each of the weapons, dark matter camo, or whatever that final camo is for getting diamonds and gold on all these different weapons, that's gonna literally take forever, and very few people will achieve that. So we'll see how it works. These are just preliminary leaks. We're just saying right now, at least, that it looks like most of the grinding nature of the game will be transferred over to weapons, and hopefully there's just a good payoff into doing that. Let's go through the first 5 seasons. Again, we touched upon this a couple weeks ago, but they're back here. They're relevant for this video. Again, guys, we're going to be talking about map remakes in a second. I just want to go through these 5 seasons. Broken Arrow for season 1, Cyber Attack season 2, Bio Warfare season 3, Homegrown Terrorism season 4, Climate War season Season 5. These are the code names. Again, they may not be the official names. The official names may change, but generally these code names are an indicator as to what the theme of the season is going to be. So cyber attack, biowarfare, terrorism, climate war, broken arrow. You guys can sort of get some ideas as to what maybe the theme may entail for those seasons. So let's go through a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other pieces of leaked information. Now, the first thing here, we have remakes of Rust. Terminal wet work actually reworked into the inside the ship, something we saw within the campaign of COD 4. Obviously it's not on top of the ship like the multiplayer map. That's going to be very cool to see how that works. Also, we're going to be seeing shipment as well, which is going to be called cargo within the game. That's obviously going to be a gunfight map. I do hope as well that that's just a private mode custom games match, because that would be pretty fun to mess around in, just in free-for-all, do some 4v4s on shit. I don't know, just funny stuff like that. Hopefully we can do that as well within the custom games of this game. And there are going to be a lot more remakes within this game coming that are being developed. The ones I just listed, Rust, terminal, cargoes, different stuff like that. Oh, I mean shipment, it's going to be called cargo, obviously. Those are the ones that are sort of already being worked on, and we'll get more information on that very soon. And probably we're going to get a lot more remakes throughout the DLC season that they're going to start working on as the months progress. Right now, these are just probably the first maps that we'll see for, let's say, Season 1 or Season 2 of Modern Warfare. A bunch of things as well right now. They're obviously working on the DLC perks, DLC modes, DLC weapons. Those are all free, the same time to be released on all consoles. They're working on that now because the game's releasing in 2 weeks, and obviously they need to get started directly with DLC to release right after the game releases. The first DLC they'll release probably is going to be in December or January. They need to get started developing that right now. So a bunch of stuff already in development, and probably very soon we'll get some leaks as to what they're going to be making. Now, remakes will be probably a lot more prevalent in Battle Royale. I think you guys would have assumed this already, especially with what we saw within Black Ops 4, but Modern Warfare, the Battle Royale remakes are going to be pretty prevalent. A bunch of the maps are going to be, changed. A bunch of them are going to be similar. So you may see, let's say, high rise within the Battle Royale map, but it may look completely different. You may have different buildings, but it's like a very similar, identical layout to what high rise was, just with a whole different scenery. Then obviously just sort of plopped into a Battle Royale setting. So obviously some of them will be unrecognizable, some of them you will get the vibe of the old map, and that's just Battle Royale, so it's not that big of a deal. Obviously we want the remakes within multiplayer. We want to play these remakes and remasters on the actual multiplayer maps itself, in the actual multiplayer game mode, but we'll see what happens. There's also going to be a battle pass for each of the seasons. You probably could have guessed this already. Black Ops 4 was just the start, and with these battle passes, we're going to have charms, skins, camos, stickers, weapons, probably the different taunts and emotes and everything that we sort of don't want within Call of Duty. It's just going to be within the game. That's just the way it is. And at least as of now, it seems like they're making an effort to make it sort of, customizable only, and not to have sort of these pay to win factors. And hopefully these skins are actually sort of a bit interesting. We don't want them cartoony like Fortnite, but we don't want them sort of boring too. They need to find some sort of decent medium where people are at least tempted to, like, oh, you know what, let me just get this skin, why not? And it's not like they're going to be buying it every time, and especially if it's outside of the supply drop. I don't mind spending $1 or $2 on a cool skin within the game because I enjoyed the game. Why not have a cool little skin for my character? It really, turns on me where the skin is only within supply drops, and I have to spend $20 just for a chance of getting that skin, not spending $20 guaranteed getting that skin. And $20 for a skin is already way too much. So spending $20 for a chance to get a skin is not going to happen in my books. So if they're just selling skins and emotes and different stuff like that, or if they have challenges to get it, that'd be the best way to do it. And if that's the case, I don't really care what they do within the game. And obviously they have the tiers, and you can most likely purchase the tier. So when the battle pass comes out, you can purchase your way through the whole battle pass. And if you don't want to actually grind, and the battle pass within Black Ops 4, at least I remember at the beginning of the game, was pretty difficult to actually grind through. You had to play so long to actually get through all of those levels. I feel like most people that weren't completely no-lifing Black Ops 4 either just bought their way if they were YouTubers, or they just never completed that battle pass or any of the seasons within Black Ops 4. I definitely didn't. I barely played that game, and there's no way I was going to put that much time. And I think overall, especially with Modern Warfare, hopefully it's not just like you have to play endless amounts of hours to grind through the battle pass, because I don't know about you guys, I'm not playing Call of Duty every single hour of my day. It's just not going to happen. I don't have time for that, and you know, I want to do other stuff, but I want to be able to still play Call of Duty and enjoy the game on my own time. So I don't want to have to put endless amounts of hours to get all this stuff when, you know, other people, if they have more money, they could just buy it, and then that's it. They have everything. That's it sucks, but that's just the way it is. So hopefully they don't do that. But that's pretty much it right now with the game. If you guys have any questions, leave your comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.